EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Vegas. From way up at the 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Again, 44 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
first carry for James Conner. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. There he goes, left side. The 40. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives him the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Forced out to his left. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score. Packers 7, Cardinals 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is down to 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they do so in possession of the lead now thanks to the effort of their defense. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll complete this one to Watson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd down and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Play fake. Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Cards are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Prater for the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Rodgers will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score. Packers 29. Cardinals 41. Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now Murray off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, 29 yards. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you could possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers again now. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Jones will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another third and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Shoves him away. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Murray to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. The man in motion is Brown. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Prater
now will send it away following the made field goal. pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.